Thank you for taking time today to hear about the proposed commuter rail project in the Florida East Coast Railway Corridor, also known as the FEC in Broward County. During the next 15 minutes, we will give you an update about the activities that have occurred over the past couple of years to move this project forward and conclude with the next steps in the process. The purpose of this presentation is to give you an update on the status of the Broward Commuter Rail Project. In addition, we are making specific presentations to cities, civic groups, and business organizations to also reconfirm their support for Broward Commuter Rail North to proceed into the project development and environmental stage, also referred to as the PD&E stage. For context, this is a map of the Premium Mobility Plan for Broward County. You will also hear this plan referenced as the Primo Plan for Broward County. This plan will expand our premium transit services throughout Broward County. You can see that the plan not only includes the 27 miles of new commuter rail, but also light rail, BRT, and high-frequency bus. The Broward Commuter Rail Corridor is part of a plan for new commuter rail service through the Tri-County area, which has an overall length of 85 miles. This new service will help relieve congestion in our eastern road corridors like US 1 and I-95. It also supports further economic development by expanding and improving mobility in the corridor. The Broward Commuter Rail Project limits extend from Aventura in Miami-Dade County to Deerfield Beach in Broward County, a distance of approximately 27 miles along the FEC Railroad. Technical recommendations were made for 7 station locations in Broward County. The planning study for the BCR corridor included coordination with Brightline, the U.S. Coast Guard, the Federal Transit Administration, the Metropolitan Planning Organization, multiple municipalities, Broward and Miami-Dade counties. Numerous stakeholder meetings and workshops were held with focus on the New River Crossing and proposed station locations. An important element of any study is the establishment of the purpose and need for the project. For Broward Commuter Rail, this means providing a reliable option for north-south commuters connecting activity centers and neighborhoods, along with supporting economic development. Commuter rail has many important benefits. It spurs economic and residential growth, including transit-oriented development, which increases local investment and the tax base. It can also be a catalyst and incentive to building affordable housing. Commuter rail helps to enhance the quality of life by increasing mobility and transportation choices and providing greater access to employment, education, and essential services. Transit benefits to the public include shorter and more reliable commute times, and the increased ridership leads to a reduction in traffic. Environmental benefits include cleaner air by reducing traffic congestion and greenhouse gas emissions. Commuter rail benefits employers by providing access to a wider pool of talent. A dependable and reliable transit service enhances regional productivity. The Florida East Coast Railway is a shared use corridor by both FEC freight trains and the Brightline intercity passenger trains. Florida East Coast Railway owns the FEC Railroad right-of-way and operates freight service. Brightline operates intercity passenger rail trains via a passenger easement in the corridor. In order to bring early benefits to the communities south of the river, Broward County adopted a locally preferred alternative in August 2022 to extend commuter rail from the proposed Northeast Corridor commuter rail line from Aventura in Miami-Dade County to South Fort Lauderdale. Currently, the Broward Commuter Rail, or BCR, South project is moving ahead. Broward County is partnering with Miami-Dade County closely on the delivery and the operating of the system, and also has continual discussions with Brightline and FEC Railroad. This BCR South project has met several significant milestones, including completion of the environmental study, also known as NEPA, in September of 2024, completion of the 30% design plans, and associated cost estimates in 2024. The BCR South project was accepted into the Federal Transit Administration's New Starts program in December of 2024. Currently, the project team is working to meet grant application requirements, such as conducting the risk assessment workshop with the FTA in February of 2024. For BCR North, additional studies were conducted to pursue the original vision of a county line to county line corridor. Local communities north of the New River are anxiously awaiting connectivity to the commuter rail service. Through previous studies of the corridor, station locations have already been defined. We have 4 proposed BCR North stations. They are in the cities of Deerfield Beach, Pompano Beach, Oakland Park, and downtown Fort Lauderdale. Broward County Transit is actively engaged in public outreach efforts and has started scheduling public outreach meetings. Next steps include designating the locally preferred alternative for Broward County Rail North and should be confirmed in winter 2025. Project development and environmental studies will proceed thereafter. The next few slides show the initial locations for each station. Deerfield Beach is the northernmost station for Broward Commuter Rail. The station location and alignment are being developed in coordination with the city. The initial location is just south of Hillsborough Boulevard. The Pompano Beach station is located just north of Atlantic Boulevard. Station platform location and alignment are still being developed in coordination with the city. The Oakland Park Station area is in downtown Oakland Park, and the platform location and alignment are still being developed in coordination with the city. For downtown Fort Lauderdale, we're looking at the commuter rail station and platform to be located immediately to the north of the existing Brightline platform. Coordination is needed since the Brightline platform is secured, but the commuter rail platform will be open to the public. The New River is quite narrow at this location. Its width is roughly half of the length of a football field. According to the U.S. Coast Guard, the navigable portion is about 60 feet wide. The existing rail bridge is 4 feet above mean water height and prevents most boats from passing when the bridge is in the down position for passing trains. Increased train frequency could result in greater interference with marine navigation on the New River, unless a new crossing is developed. The marine industry is a major economic engine in Fort Lauderdale and other parts of South Florida. An improved crossing of the New River would allow commuter rail to augment regional transportation options while simultaneously enhancing the urban landscape and facilitating better flow of marine traffic. Multiple crossing options have been evaluated in the past. The New River crossing solution needs to accommodate up to 118 trains per day in the future, consisting of 24 freight, 36 Brightline, and 50+ commuter rail revenue and non-revenue trains. In 2024, Broward County contracted with T.Y. Lin to optimize an aerial crossing solution that would accommodate marine traffic while at the same time allowing safe and efficient train operations. Previous to this, there had been multiple independent reviews of crossing solutions. The result of that effort is an iconic and affordable bridge system that will be the first of its kind in the United States. The total length of the bridge system is roughly a half of a mile and will cost roughly $500 million, which is significantly cheaper than the tunnel option. Unlike the tunnel, The bridge system accommodates both the freight and passenger service. Construction for the new bridge system will be a phased approach and will include the building of a temporary bridge while the existing bridge is removed, thus allowing continual operation of freight and passenger service during the system's construction. Local benefits include Northwest 2nd Street remaining open, intact Riverwalk access for residents and visitors, and a more aesthetically appealing configuration. In December 2024, Fort Lauderdale's City Commission approved a site plan just south of the New River in the Nautico Marina District for a multi-use development, including a new hotel, apartments, condominiums, and a potential pedestrian crossing over the FEC tracks. Taking this development into account, project planners will assess the space needed for a pedestrian crossing to ensure it can be accommodated as part of the proposed bridge solution. The next 3 slides are examples of the bridge system designs that break away from traditional-looking rail bascule bridges. They are intended to demonstrate possible design alternatives. They have been shared with community stakeholders, Brightline, and FEC Railroad, and received positive feedback on its appearance. First alternative, known as the mast, was derived from the maritime industry, specifically sailboat masts, and yacht spoilers and hulls to shape its significant pylon and girder. Ultimately, the design uses sleek curves and creases along with an elongated pylon to capture the dynamic form and movement of the boats. At night, this alternative features lighting effect that is in line with the lighting design strategy planned on other adjacent movable bridges. The $500 million cost estimate is for this mast design concept. The second alternative, referred to as sea glass, is featured with a polyhedral-like teal pattern that spans between the upper and lower edges. The color and pattern are reminiscent of sea glass, and the caustic patterns projected onto the sea floor by the rippling above. The third alternative, referred to as the fish hook, is directly inspired by fishing hooks as displayed in its curved portal frame that bends up and over the track, creating a very identifiable, sleek figure. The bridge system meets the operational and structural needs of the new commuter rail service and Brightline. This is the most cost-effective option and allows other Primo projects and other transit initiatives to advance. All of the bridge designs complement new developments in the area, replacing an old bridge that some feel is an eyesore with modern, sleek, and attractive structures. In addition, these designs allow 95% of all marine traffic to pass under the commuter intercity rail bridge while in the closed position. These designs remain within the existing railroad right-of-way and a sliver on county property. The transportation development process includes planning, project development and environment, or PD&E study, final design and engineering, right-of-way acquisition, construction, and operations and maintenance. The next phase of Broward Commuter Rail North is to conduct a PD&E study. This second phase of the transportation development process ensures that consideration is given to environmental impacts, social impacts, public input, engineering design, and project costs when evaluating a planned transportation improvement project. The process includes data collection, rail operations, ridership and traffic forecasts, alternatives development, engineering and environmental analyses, and documentation. A PD&E study is required to satisfy the Federal National Environmental Policy Act, or NEPA, requirements. Some examples of important issues that are studied during the PD&E phase include traffic circulation and emergency response times due to the additional trains, pedestrian circulation, effects on adjacent property, noise and vibration, and station access and design. As mentioned earlier, Broward County is initiating active public outreach to update cities and stakeholders and reconfirm support with moving forward into PD&E for the Broward Commuter Rail North project. Besides individual meetings, we are also planning a general public meeting for mid-February that will present this same information. Specific information on the date, time, and location are available on the project website. Thank you again for your time, and please visit our website at www.broward.org/BCT/BCR North for any additional information or updates. Thank you.